Hello guys, welcome to another YouTube video. In this video I want to introduce you Bogus library and how to use it in C#. So without any further ado, let's go for it. Bogus library is a library that we can use for creating fake data for let's say mocking data in our unit tests, and where we need to do some operation on our data but we don't have any data and we don't want to waste our time for creating fake data. So we can use Bogus to creating this kind of data and using them in our tests and other operation that we need these fake data. First of all, we need to install the Bogus package from NuGet, and the package is this. When we install this package, we can have access to its classes and using them for creating mock data. I created this simple project to introduce you the Bogus library and seeing how it works. This project has two classes, first for address class, and it contains these properties, and the second one for user class, and it contains these properties. The user class has a property that is related to address. Also, I have an enum that is user status, and it has these three options on it. Next class is data creator, and this class is responsible for creating data based on this Bogus library. I have four methods on this class. First one is get user, second one is get users, and third one is get address, and fourth one is get user with address. Let's go for the first one. When we want to mocking the data, we should create a new instance of faker class and introducing our object that we want to fill it with fake data. So I created a new instance of faker and introducing user to it. Next line is the keyword rule for. For first section, I use the property that I want to fill it with fake data, and the second section is what kind of data should I fill with. This library has so much data kinds on it and we can use them like this. As you can see, we have so many options for filling fake data and creating them. Like, let's say I want to fill it with name, and by selecting the name you can have access to these options: first name, full name, job area, job descriptor, job title, job type, last name. You can access to all of these data and creating them. I defined all the fields that I want to fill it, and also introducing what data should be filled on this field. And I've done this for all properties of user. And about the enum that we set it on user, I use pick random and introducing my enum to it, so it can pick one of my options in user status and filling it on user state. After that, I just need to call the generate method on user faker that we created before, and then we have our user object. The second method is get users. It is like the get user but with one difference. When I call generate method, I define this number. This number will tell the faker how many records that you need. Let's say in this situation I need 10 records. So I pass the 10 and it will create a list of users with count of 10. The next method is address. It is like user, just introducing the object and also introducing the property that we want to fill and what kind of data should be filled on it. After that, I call the generate method and getting the address. For the last method, that title with get user with address, first of all, I created a faker from address and fill it, and after that I created a faker of user and fill it like a bow, but with one difference. For address field, I called generate of address faker, so it will generate the data and place it on my address. property. After that, I call the generate method and I can see my result on the output. Let's see the result. It is like this. When you call generate, you can have access to this data, as you can see. For the next method, that is get users, as you can see, we have a list of 10 users and all of them have data on it. The next one is get address and it is like this, as you can see, city, state, street, zip code. And for the last one is get user with address. As you can see, when I call generate, I have address and also all the other properties of user. So this was for today's video and I hope you find it useful. This Bogus library is very useful for creating mock data and fake data and using them for our unit tests or other operations that we want to do in our application. Also, the source code of this project exists on my GitHub and you can have access to it. If you like the video, please like it and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching the video. Peace out.